What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Monday watching this. Before I get started on the review for TNA's Slammiversary, just gotta do a quick shout out to all the subscribers to the channel and to the followers. Rumble, hard stuck right now at 434 on YouTube. It is what it is, you know. The YouTube algos ain't doing what they need to be doing, so it's not much I can do about that. All right, like almost 129 on Rumble. So thank you so very much. It's people still liking, commenting, supporting the channel, and make sure you click that notification bell, because I'm starting to notice from channels that I'm subscribed to outside of this shit. You know what I mean? I'm not getting like notifications on new videos popping up. I'm like, the fuck is going on here, man? Like, get your shit together, YouTube. God damn. But I digress. Enough of that. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try to make this shit as quick, as painless as I can. Alright, I can't show any footage because WWE and now TNA have been on my ass about it. So if it was Rumble doesn't give a fuck, but YouTube does. So it is what it is. We start off with the pre-show. Got the usual suspects here on the panel. Got Gia Miller, got Tommy Dreamer, got Dave LaGreca, and then we have Snake Sambo, or Sabo, that's how you say it. Apologize if I fuck his name up. From Skid Row. Right now, the only thing, I was not really a fan of Skid Row. I'm going off from memory here. Sebastian Bach is your lead singer for Skid Row, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Never really a fan of them, you know. I put them in the same group as like Motley Crue. Never got into their music, but I didn't know Snake here is a wrestling fan, so big ups to him. Tommy Dreamer then summons the legendary Johnny Rods, and this man is, you wouldn't believe it, he is 84 years old. This dude looks like he's like a good 56. He looks great for his age. He's been in the wrestling business for a long fucking time. Alright, this man was in a ring with Andre the Giant. Legends like that. So he's been in the game for a hot minute. Alright, so big ups to Johnny Rods here. But we move on to the first match of the night. That's for the Knockouts Tag Team titles. We have the Inspiration, alright, going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Ash, Heather, by Elegance. We got Maggie out there being the statue of elegance. See what I did there? Alright. This match went as one would expect. Decent overall, but it was predictable because of interferences. Right? So we fast forward to the finish. We see Maggie goes right upside, I believe it was Peyton Royce's head. That torch, bam, clocks her, right? Drops her ass. Then we see Ash by Elegance hits that rarefied air for the 1, 2, 3, and still TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Ash and Heather by Elegance. Obviously, they're going to run it back in the near future, right? And at some point, the Iconics, aka the Inspiration, will be TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. It's going to happen. We then move on. We get a promo from the Northern Armory. EY just basically says, New York sucks, America sucks, your cities suck, your states suck, your food suck, your teams suck. Everything about your country is overrated, and Canada, oh Canada, is better now and forever. And guess who comes in for the save? He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. Coming out with a Brian Trottier. That's how you say his last name. I apologize if I fuck it up. The New York Islanders. Alright, not really a hockey fan. Alright, but big ups to him. The hometown man gets a decent pop here in Long Island, New York. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward because we had an impromptu match between these two. Fast forward to the finish. Eric was gonna go for that pile driver. but the hometown man counters it for 1, 2, 3. So the hometown man, he's a hometown man, gets a win over Eric Young. Oof. Ouch. All right. Then we move on to the final match here in the pre-show, which was surprising because I didn't think they were going to do it in the pre-show, but here we are. We got the 6-man tag team match where you got the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA International Champion Steve Macklin, right? Teaming up with What's My Name? Something. Jake Something with Mance Warner and Seth Lander by his side. They're going up against Josh Bishop, the reigning, defending, undisputed 4th World Champion, Zilla Fa 2, and the reigning, defending, undisputed flyweight 4th World Champion, the real one, Enzo Amore. Right? He comes out, and man, oh man, it's always good to hear Enzo on the mic. It is. He is very, very entertaining. Right? Not so much in the ring, but on the mic, he's got it. Got the gift of gab, not the gift of jab. You know what I mean? And he does the usual shtick, you know. I'm a bona fide G and a certified stud, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, gabagool, real's got in the room. How you doing? What we got here, huh? What do we got here, huh? A couple of haters? We got a couple of haters, huh? But before I get to these 3 bumps from TNA, we got Josh Bishop. Looking like Sid. He's psychotic. Alright. He's Sid from Toy Story. He's a dangerous man. Alright. I wouldn't want to cross him. And my man to my left here is the heavyweight champion from 4th Row, Zilla Fatu. Did 5 years in the pen. He's 25 years old and already got 5 kids. God damn. Right? Like, he's easily the most dangerous, most badass Samoan in the bloodline. And y'all already know me, the real one, Enzo Amore. Alright? And look what we have here. Where you got Winter Soldier. We have, Something, that's your name, Jake Something. Well, I got something for you. Nothing. That's what I got for you. And Mance, I'm gonna break your back and make you humble like Seth Lander does every single night. Because there's only one word to describe all 3 of yes, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. SAWFT. Soft. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous promo from Enzo Amore. You get the match. I enjoyed it. Alright, everybody got their little time to shine here. We're fast forward to the finish. Right? You see Enzo Amore hits Gail Kim's finisher, Eat the Feet to Jake Something. 1, 2, 3. 4th rope goes over. So this is the first L for TNA. Right here. Right on the pre-show. Right before the fucking main card starts. Already taking the L. And when I was watching this shit, I had to go back and look. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. That's BDE and the 2 twins. I don't know their names, but hey, big ups to all of them. Like, I don't follow their content like that. You know what I mean? Like, every now and again, I'll see somebody post their shit. But big ups to them, man, for being there. All right. But yeah, that's it for the pre-show. So now we move on to the main card. Now we start off with the match that I thought was going to be match of the night. All right, but there's a match that happens later on that I think was slightly better. Right, but we have in Ali, we trust the greatest president of all time, the leader of Order 4, Mustafa Ali. Right, Tasha Steelz looking incredible. Kenzie Mitchell looking incredible tonight. Ali is going up against, he goes by the name of Prime, Cedric Alexander. Shoulder check on the top flight security on his way to the ring. This match did indeed live up to the expectations. It was excellent. Excellent fucking match. The spots both these guys were taking crazy ass bumps. Alright, we're gonna fast forward to the finish. Cedric hits the lumbar check onto Tasha Steelz. And this was because Candice LeRae, I'll give her credit, she was the first to take one of the best bumps from Cedric Alexander's lumbar check. But I think Tasha, like, Candice did it first, Tasha did it better. Like, just look at the height Tasha got off that lumbar check. And the crowd fucking went crazy. Alright? But we see Ali, like the strategist that he is, takes advantage, hits the 450, 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Ali, and Ali, we trust, goes over. Alright? Obviously, this is going to happen because all interferences from the great hands, the top flight security. Obviously, Mustafa Ali is going to win here. And he did. And they're going to run it back at some point, probably at Bound for Glory. It'll be a singles match where there's no interference. Probably a steel cage. Something like that. Some stipulation, you know what I mean? But this match was awesome. I loved it. Alright? Move on. We get a promo from I Believe in Joe Hendry. Damn. I said the same shit that he's been saying already. But people still believe in Joe that he will become a 2-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Which does not happen. Spoiler alert, it doesn't happen. Alright, ain't looking too good for Joe right now. I gotta be honest. We move on to the next match, 8-man tag team match. You got System, Trust the System. Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and
man, do I hate pro wrestling.
JDC teaming up with the hometown hero, the major player, always ready, Matt Cardona. They're going up against Dark State of Darkness. Alright. This was also a good match. But when fast forward to the finish, now Lucky Ali, aka Saquon Sugars, was getting his ass whooped in this match. These towards the end. This dude was bumping all over the fucking place. Where we see Matt Cardona, this is the radio silence to the Boston Knee Party from Eddie Edwards for the 1, 2, 3. So the System and Matt Cardona go over. Alright. And they needed to. Alright. Like, there's no possible way Dark State was going to win here tonight. Now, they might run it back in the near future, but TNA needed a win here on this show. This was it. Right. Now we move on to the next match. Right. We have the Chin. The Chin says, know your damn role. Know your role. The Chinny Chin herself, Tessa Blanchard. Going up against Indie Wrestling, aka Indy Hartwell. Now, I'm not going to hold you. Tessa is better than Indy in ring. I'm not going to lie. Right, she is. Tessa can wrestle circles around Indy. Right, but this was a decent match overall. I liked it. You know what I mean? The crowd was going in on Tessa. You know, you're a racist. You're a racist. Or Tessa, we come for you. Tessa, we coming for you. All that type of shit. You know what I mean? She never beating those allegations. Right? It is what it is. And I made a video about how to book Tessa's redemption. No, it would have been perfect the way I did it, to where they feed into it, but the whole locker room shames Tessa. To the point to where she's like, what do I have to do? You know what I mean? To where you have to feel sorry for Tessa, for how bad it is. But you want to go this route to where, Tessa, she's the diamond here in my guy's division, right? Her shit don't stink, and then you want to stick fucking Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia Fox, a former Divas champion who's now relegated to be a jobber here in TNA by her side. Not how I'll do things, but it is what it is. Fast forward to the finish. See, Indy hits her finisher. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like a full Nelson facebuster, basically. Does it into the ropes, then does it again. 1, 2, 3. Indy Hartwell, aka Indie Wrestling, goes over. Afterwards, she's talking with Gia. She says that she's here to become the best knockout here at TNA. She wants to be the Knockouts champion. Right? Then we see out of nowhere, Tessa Blanchard, she's salty as fuck, starts whooping Indy's ass. Right? Gia tries to help out, and then what happens next is despicable, heinous, vicious, right? Just brutal in nature, right? Tessa slaps the fuck out of Gia, right? The crowd is booing the shit out of Tessa, right? She drags her ass to steel steps and mauling on her. I'm like, oh my goodness, somebody help this poor woman, please. Save Gia. Gia is down. Gia is down. This was terrible. Alright, poor Gia. Top 5 security takes their sweet ass time to break things up. We then go backstage with Santia Morella, the DOA here at TNA. He is irate, pissed off. He says, Tessa, you have gone way too far. You are suspended indefinitely. Get out of my building. Security, get her out of here. Get her the fuck out. So top 5 security comes through, packs up Tessa Blanchard. Alright, so her ass is suspended indefinitely for, for weeks or months to come. Alright. We then go backstage with the Inspiration and the Elegance brand. The Inspiration had enough of the Elegance brand's cheap tactics, so they want to run that fade one more time. We then move on to the next match, title versus title. Alright, we have the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Women's World Champion, the leader of Fatal Influence, Juicy Jane, aka JC Jane, going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Knockouts champion, Wilsha Slammiversary. Right? Good match. There were no bad matches on this card. None. Right? Because TNA usually is on point when it comes to their pay-per-views. But this match was typical with the interferences, ref bumps. Alright, we see Laney Lean's fine ass, we see Isaiah Brookside's fine ass getting involved, packing up the rest of Fatal Influence. They're having trouble weaving because they couldn't separate the barricade, which I thought was hilarious. Alright, fast forward to the finish. Double J hits that rolling encore. She calls that roaring elbow to Mother Russia for the 1, 2, 3. Crowd popped. All right, they were surprised. I think it was more surprised, like, holy shit, she actually fucking won, which doesn't surprise me because we have the TNA Knockouts champion JC Jane, who's now a dual champion. Man, oh man, I already knew this shit was gonna happen when Masha whooped Influence's ass on TNA, the episode prior to Slammiversary. So I'm like, yep, GG's for Masha, because normally that's how it goes, and that's exactly how it went. Right? We didn't see the president, Mr. Carlos Silva, aka Stoneface Silva, because he only has one facial expression. Every time I see this dude, his facial expression does not change. He was going to hand the title to JC. JC was talking shit, talking about, this is my Knockouts division now. So, dual champion for both TNA and NXT is JC Jane. And I know some people, they're pissed off. They're talking a bunch of shit. Oh, she's a fucking jobber. JC Jane sucks. Fallon Henley is better. I do agree with that last part. Fallon Henley is better. But I don't have no problem with JC Jane at all. She put in the work to get to this position, so I'm happy for her, right? And keep in mind, she's not going to be a dual champion for long, because the way it's looking right now, got Blake Monroe going after the NXT title, and then you have indie wrestling, indie Hartwell going after the Knockouts title. All right, so that's the way it's looking right now, right? But then move on backstage with the Northern Armory. EY was berating Slim Shady, and someone in the comment section on the YouTube chat said that Icarus was like a Timu Will Yuta. I thought that was hilarious. Like, I'll take Icarus over Will Yuta. That's just me, right? He's like, you guys fucking suck. I lost a hometown man because of your incompetence. Get your fucking shit together, all right? And we move on to the next match, which I believe was the match of the night. We have the youngest in charge, the YIC, get me. Leon Slater going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed X Division champion, the face of the franchise, Moose. Coming out to, I believe it was his ROH theme song, which is good, but his TNA theme song is too fucking good, man. It is. One of the best theme songs TNA has ever produced, right? This match was awesome, all right? Now, there's one part where I thought this was going to be the finish, to where Leon hits the Utopia, because he was teasing, trying to lift up Moose, but Moose was like too strong, obviously. Fine picks his ass up, hits the Utopia. It was basically like a spinning torture rack powerbomb, right? Then hits a spear. A pretty damn good one as well. like Jay Uso, take notes. All right, hits a spear to Moose, then hits the Swanton 450 splash, but Moose kicks out at 2. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how the fuck is that not the finish? And the crowd was completely into this match. Right, so fast forward to the actual finish. Right, see Leon trying to go for the Swanton 450 again, but Moose, he moves out the way. He says, "Fuck you, bitch." I was laughing when he flipped him off, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, but Leon proceeds to tap into his inner Hardy, hits the Swanton bomb, then hits the Swanton 450 for that 1, 2, 3. And no! And youngest X Division champion in TNA's history, Leon, ya get me. Slater was out there celebrating with his mama, his sister, and his girlfriend. So big ups to Leon Slater. We see Carlos Silva coming out to hand Leon Slater the X Division title. Moose snatches that shit. He's like, give me that motherfucker, right? Proceeds to put the belt around Leon's waist. He says, you got it, kid. This is your moment, right? But wait, there's more. Because we see Get Ready to Fly. I'm like, man, oh man. We see the phenomenal AJ Styles. Like, wait, when's the last time I don't feel like looking it up? What, like, he left around, like, what, 2013? Was it 2013, 2014, around that time frame? So yeah, like, he's been gone from TNA for a hot fucking minute. And I can't emphasize enough how good it was to hear even the whole crowd is fucking singing that. Here's an example. If you make a good fucking song, people will sing to it. Like AJ's, Get Ready to Fly. Like fucking Chris Jericho's fucking Judas. Like fucking Copeland's Benelingus. If you make a good song, people will sing to it. Not these cheesy, hokey fucking the CEOs, or the sprays, or the whoa. I fucking hate it. Fucking hate it so much. And I'm glad he came out to Get Ready to Fly. I know he fucking hates it, but he came out to it and got the biggest pop of the night. That crowd erupted. Alright? As did I. I was like, holy shit. So I was skeptical. I'm like, he has to come back to Get Ready to Fly. I don't want to hear no fucking demigods. which is good. All right, I don't want to hear they don't want none. You don't want none. You know it's scared, but they don't really want none. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear Get Ready to Fly. That's the only acceptable theme song here in TNA. This is one of the best TNA theme songs of all time. It came out to it, man. It was a feel-good moment. It truly was. But he pretty much comes out to put over Leon Slater. All right, new X Division champion. Like he said his little piece. You know, like it's crazy how he's been in the WWE longer than TNA, but he will always be the face of TNA. We're the best talent, bar none, to come from TNA. It's not even close. And I'm not gonna hold you. I was expecting a heel turn. I'm like, they're gonna hit this dude with a Pele kick, like a fucking Styles Clash, something, a phenomenal forearm. Nah, we didn't get none of that. But best believe this is not going to be the last time we see AJ here at TNA. Now, if I do a prediction, we might get AJ Styles versus Trick Williams. Bound for Glory. That's a match I would do. Right? Yes, it's a spoiler. I spoiled the main event. Oh well. Obviously, the people watching this already seen the fucking pay-per-view. That'd be crazy if you watched my review before watching the actual show. Like, go watch Slammiversary. It's worth it. Right, but you see the hometown man, he's showing the audience he's happy to see AJ Styles here. But we move on to the next match. Right, got the 4-way tag team match, ladder match for the TNA tag team titles. We have First Class coming out, because if you ain't first class, you're last. Because they all about that money. And I believe the rapper at 304 Block or some shit like that, whatever his name is, you know, he did his thing, even though he was offbeat. Like, all these rappers be offbeat. Like, I've yet to hear a good rap performance for a live entrance here in wrestling. I've yet to see it. You know what I mean? Maybe there is one. I've yet to see it yet. All right? But they're coming out drinking shots of Bacardi or Grey Goose, where the fuck they were drinking, right? See the Rascals coming out. We see the Hardys get one of the biggest pops of the night. And then we see the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA Tag Team Champions, Nick Nemeth and Nick Nemeth's brother. Alright? Now, this match right here was hectic, chaotic, just absolute pandemonium. Alright? Now, there's a spot here where Rascals, they knock down First Class off the ladders, and we see, like, literally, fucking AJ's legs go through the fucking ladder, and it was like it's like his left leg took most of the fucking, like, the brunt of it. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, that looked absolutely fucking agonizing. Like, I hope he's okay. Like, I put some respect on AJ Francis's name. Alright, I'm not gonna call him Fop Dollar because he's been doing his thing here at TNA. Honestly, he has. I know people still will forever give him shit for that Flop Dollar bump, because that is one of the greatest botches of all time. Bro, it's a conspiracy of mine that botch forced Vince McMahon to come out of retirement. He says, what the fuck was that? That shit was legendary. Alright, but AJ, he's been doing his thing here in TNA for sure. Alright, and then we fast forward to that spot here to where pretty much all ladders at this point were broken. You know, everybody and their mama went through a fucking ladder at one point. You see Jeff Hardy, he taps into his inner Willow, summons some black magic, and creates a ladder out of thin air. Crowd's like, holy shit. Like, I didn't know I was watching Chris Angel or David Blaine. Fucking Houdini up in here, man. Right? Like, fast forward to the finish, he climbs off the makeshift ladder, right? Takes up both the titles, and no! Tag team champions, the Hardys, once again. And the only reason I want the First Class to win, but what happens next is the reason why they didn't. We see Wojo, Bubba Ray Dudley, or should I call him Bully Ray, because he's here in TNA. He comes out, basically announces that they want to go one more time against the Hardys, Bound for Glory. Greatest tag team match, one last time. Devon didn't bother to be there. He in the crowd was chanting, "Where is Devon? Where is Devon?" But Bubba was like, "Devon." The crowd chanted, "Get the tables." So at Bound for Glory, we're gonna get the Dudleys versus the Hardy Boys one last time, for old memory's sake. So I'm fine with it, I guess. I don't think the Dudleys are gonna win, although I wouldn't be opposed to it. We then move on to the main event.
Are you ready for the main event?
Alright, as for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, coming out first is I Believe in Joe Hendry. We then get the fan favorite, who has a special entrance from Biggie Pun here, alright? Rapping his theme song for my nigga Mike Santana from the Boogie Down Bronx coming through. And then we get Trick Williams' best entrance so far in his career. Right, we have the Harlem Gospel Ensemble. Big ups to them, singing Trick Williams, whoop that trick, whoop that trick, whoop that trick. Tremendous. Top tier entrance right here. Fan fucking tastic. Alright, Trick Williams comes out, the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Right? I enjoyed this match as well. Good triple threat match. Now, this was a 50-50 match. Now, I had Trick and A going over, alright, because he had the segment with Undertaker coming up on Tuesday. And not only that, but it's too soon to take the belt off of Trick. Right? And I know the other 50% were towards Santana because of the build-up that they've been doing with Santana. But people gotta keep in mind, right, that they fucked over Joe Hendry the first time. And mind you, Joe Hendry was way more over than Santana is when he lost to Nick Nemeth. So if they did it to Hendry, you can bet your sweet bippy that they're gonna do it to Santana as well. Alright? So we fast forward to the finish. We see Santana his spin the block not once, but twice to Hendry. Right? So Hendry, his ass was done. He got packed the fuck up. Right? Santana was trying to go for the pin. We see Trick coming out of nowhere, tosses fucking Santana's ass to the outside, pins Hendry 1, 2, 3, and TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Whoop That Trick, Whoop That Trick, Whoop That Trick, Trick Williams. He's out there celebrating with the president, Carlos Silva, alright, who had a smile, a half-ass smile on his face, alright. So, yeah, now, here's a prediction. If I had to go full Negro Domus, using my observation hockey, what I would do, Bound for Glory, you do AJ Styles versus Trick Williams. Trick goes over because you were due shots at AJ, saying shit like how he's the greatest TNA World Champion of all time. So you do that at Bound for Glory, right? Trick goes over, right? So that solidifies him even more, kind of like how Josh Alexander went over on Christian Cage to become the TNA World Champion, right? But then you run back Santana versus Trick Williams one last time because he has yet to beat Santana clean. So that's the only thing Santana has going for him. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this. You see King Cass, the king of TNA, he comes through because the panel, they were giving their predictions for the main event. He comes out, he says, nobody gives a fuck about what you guys think. Nobody listens to your smart mark, nerdy ass fucking podcast, Busted Open Radio. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants you people here. And I'm like, fucking thank you. I'm glad somebody said it. Right? excluding Snake. All right, big ups to him. I'm talking about, mainly Tommy Dreamer and Dave LaGreca. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Busted Open Radio. All right, I don't give a shit about their takes or predictions for this show. So, thank you, Cass, for letting it be known. Let them know, Goose.
Marks.
All right, that's it for TNA Slammiversary here 2025. For me, this was a good pay-per-view overall, and we got the return of the phenomenal AJ Styles, who came out to get ready to fly. But he flew once again. You are, I am. And look, I know a lot of people are upset that Santana lost, all right, but it ain't over yet. All right, don't count Santana out just yet. He will be a world champion at some point this year, but it ain't tonight. All right. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section how you guys feel overall about Slammiversary. Right. I wish enough for you guys' time myself. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you, yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I got the Street Profits and the Charlotte video coming up next. All right. But till next time, adios.